Testing, testing. Okay. Top of system panel. Right panel is inventory. Left panel is travel.
The PI Rules is my Bible. 20 tried and true aphorisms with plenty of blank pages to add your own. I've come up with 17 others so far.
Get out of there.
Alright, so I grabbed it. Now we go in the inventory. Probably switch this. There we go.
The Colonel told me this book was for idiots, but I found these words of wisdom to be both inspiring and instructive. The cabinet itself was dirt cheap, but I was surprised at how much they... This here's my little buddy.
Take care, little buddy. No, I'm still initially starting, so.
Hey, Shroom.
Hey, Shroom. Oh, wait. So since you've never seen this one, what I'll do is when we go to start, I'll just wait for you to show up.
Did you see the beginning of it last time when we started?
Yeah, I think she was here.
Sure.
Surprise.
Okay, good.
This is where letters of recommendation and thank yous from clients will go. Oops. This letter from the Colonel's been misfiled.
Alright. Grab that. Murphy, I thought I'd write this note to wish you well in your new venture. Also, you might think I still hate your guts for that little stunt you pulled on me with the ethics board. As it turns out, a few of my friends at the SFPD, among others, were able to help me clear things up and get my PI license reinstated. So other than the character smearing and public humiliation, everything's worked out fine. And I do still hate your guts, you ungrateful two-faced little turd. Put a lot of trust in you and took you under my wing, showed you the ropes of the business, and for what? A knife in the back. Word of advice, someday you're going to learn that not everything is black and white. Sometimes you have to bend the rules a little to make them work right. And even more important, never betray your friends. That kind of thing comes back to haunt you. So again, good luck running your own agency. If anyone ever needed it, it's you. And don't expect me to send any business your ways. I don't like seeing people waste their money. The Colonel. Oh, that was nice.
The only pet I've ever had. His name is Raymond.
Got a little wind-up mouse called Raymond. Gotta try turning up the volume real quick. Big audio is... Turn that all the way up. Well, this is prior to having a gigger, and I think I just crashed it. Oh, nope, I didn't. Something just happened. Yep, it crashed. Woohoo! Yep, this is the flashback. So now I gotta do that over again. This might be a little bit messy, so I'm gonna have to try to see if I can...
Where's Elsie?
Wandered over here, try to chew up my box, and then wandered away. Okay. That up. It's arrow keys. At least this thing has kind of an autosave thing. Tape measure.
All right. Looks like the latest issue of Boyd's Life has arrived. I wonder what that crazy Boyd is up to this month. Oh, Boyd's Life. Annual fishing issue. I wonder what those twins are up to this month.
Welcome to the American Information Database. We hope you enjoy your free 2-week trial subscription. Our new voice recognition interface makes requesting information more convenient than ever before. Simply tell us the topic you want researched. The request will be immediately transmitted to our central database. Any available information will be sent, usually within seconds, to your fax number. What topic would you like us to research? A search for information on Tex Murphy has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research? Thank you for using the American Information Database. Goodbye.
That this still might be a bit messy to play. What? Entertainment. American Information Database, Tex Murphy, born March 4th, 2004, graduated University of Investigation of Utah, received private investigator's license in 2032, worked for Dobbs Investigative Services 2033 to 36, received personal business license in 2037, signed 1-year lease at Business Complex 813 4th Street, New San Francisco. Oh boy. Yes, he is. Yes. Because my walkthrough told me to. Oh, nope, this is his office. I want to go back to the, I think it's bedroom. Yep, it's bedroom.
Bedroom is at his office.
It was in the other game, too. Cheesy.
The Royal Game of India. In my book, Parcheesi, Twister, and Ms. Pac-Man are the triumvirate of competitive gaming.
You have to... For a second, hold on. Alright. Hopefully alt-tabbing works because it's really quiet. No, it's just quiet. Maybe I'll just turn my volume up. Cool. Alright.
Well, 5 would be nice here.
For cheesy.
Ben, I thought that was a hospital gown at first. The bottom.
He's literally sitting at his desk playing Parcheesi with himself.
Are you the private investigator?
Sylvia.
Oh, that's what someone painted on the door.
I'll take that as a yes. I'd like to hire you, if you're available.
Well, it just so happens that I am. What can I do for you, Ms.
Linsky, but I'd prefer if you called me Sylvia.
Okay, Sylvia. I'm Tex Murphy. Have a seat.
I'm sorry if I disturbed your game.
Well, that's all right. I was losing anyway.
Would you like one?
No, actually, there's a rumor going around that those things are bad for you.
Lots of things are bad for you. That doesn't stop me from enjoying them.
So, why are
Of
you
course,
in the
that's
market
the
for a
first one I
PI?
grabbed.
My father, Carl
Look at.
Linsky, died
What's
a
that?
week ago.
Oh,
Of course, that's the first one I look at.
of course not.
The police think it's suicide. I believe they're wrong.
Well, the police are usually pretty good in matters like this. I mean, I can't believe they'd make that big a mistake.
My father wasn't suicidal, and I'll pay you to prove it.
Okay,
Yep.
your father's name is... Sorry, was?
Carl Linsky.
Okay. Well,
This ends up being his ex-wife.
if we rule out the suicide, that leaves 3 other ways to go. I mean, it could have been an accident, or natural causes, or it could have been murder.
The police say that they have witnesses that saw him jump off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Well, I guess that rules out the first 2 then. So you think your father was murdered?
He didn't kill himself, I know it.
Look, if I take your case, you gotta understand there's no money back guarantee. And it doesn't sound real promising.
I just don't know what else to do.
Oh my god.
Who's the officer in charge?
Wait, you were on
The detective's name is Eve Clements.
All right, I'll go down and I'll talk to her. We can get together later and I'll tell you what I found out.
I'm staying at my father's house. Here's the address.
He's trying so
Now,
hard not to be a
about the
lech.
money up front. How much do you need? Because I haven't got a lot.
I'm running a special this week. If I decide not to take your case, there isn't gonna be any charge.
Thank you. I'll be waiting.
He's trying so hard. That's another one I could use. Is danger, danger, Will Robinson. Yes, yes. Thank you for erroring. Okay, travel.
It doesn't sound like a very promising start.
Well, like I said, I was running out of cash fast and was pretty desperate for a case. I knew Detective Clements and figured I'd pay her a visit. The only problem was she and the Colonel were pretty tight, and like I told you, I'd gotten the Colonel in some trouble not long before.
Get out!
You busy?
If it isn't Tex Murphy. Sold out any fellow PIs lately?
I guess you heard about the little tiff I had with the Colonel. You know it's bad form to engage in malicious gossip.
We had a drink together a couple of nights ago. He said if I saw you, to be sure and tell you to go to hell.
Change the subject.
Did
Change
you
the
cut
subject.
your hair? 'Cause it looks good. Really?
You
How
know,
you
the
doing?
last thing I need is some pansy PI wasting my time.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I'd be willing to trade a nice shoulder rub for some information.
Give me one good reason why I should do any favors for you.
Or to the good book.
Okay. Because you're a good Christian woman and you live by the golden rule.
All right, Murphy. You're just lucky you caught me in a charitable mood. But be quick about it. Six witnesses saw Linsky take the dive. Their stories matched up and they all checked out.
And they all ID'd Linsky.
Not exactly. None of them were close enough to make an absolutely positive ID, but they described his general appearance, build, and clothing. Body wasn't found for a couple of days. Wasn't in the best shape when we fished it out of the bay, but we were able to make an identification using the personal effects found on the body. Coroner said the cause of death was drowning. No other injuries, though there was a scar back here. Linsky probably had surgery done recently. That's all. Standard stuff. Wallet, keys, and a suicide note neatly sealed in a Ziploc bag.
Convenient.
I'd let you see it, but it's logged in as evidence. The handwriting,
Convenient.
incidentally, was a
Yep.
100% match.
This is gonna be a little bit messy, I think.
We didn't follow it up since it had nothing to do with his suicide. I'm willing to help you out because you're just getting started in the business. But don't abuse the privilege.
Fair enough.
As next of kin, she was notified and came in to identify her father's body. Didn't take it too well. One of the uniforms had to drive her home.
Do I really want to ask about myself?
The colonel seems to think you've got the potential to be a good PI. Once you wake up to reality and get your priorities straight.
Alright, end conversation. Okay. Carl Linsky's house.
So you're saying you're not going to take my case?
Well, I don't want to take your money if I can't help you.
Fine. Leave.
I'm just being straight up, okay?
If you won't help me, I can do what I can on my own. It certainly won't be the first time.
Lady, you sound like a bitch.
I charge $400 a day plus expenses.
I have $1,000. If you can prove it wasn't suicide, I'll give you $10,000 later.
It's a deal.
Now you're gonna need to tell me everything you know so I can get started.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Tex.
No.
Where's
Bad juju.
Hold on.
Bad juju.
Hold on. I think I have something for this. Hold on. Hold on. No! 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 No!
Why don't you think your father would commit suicide?
He never would have considered it. He took good care of himself, and he often told me he was going to celebrate his 100th birthday by going skydiving.
Anybody'd want to see him dead.
Interesting.
No.
Especially the guy who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Everyone liked him. He was a kind man.
The brat went.
I know the
She's probably
police
sitting on his
confirmed
cat
that the
tree.
note was in my father's handwriting, but it doesn't matter. I know it had to be a forgery.
Okay.
Or it was forged.
That too.
My father mentioned that he had had surgery performed, but he said it was minor and didn't say any more about it.
True. Yeah. Solved.
Detective Clement said you didn't
And
pick up
then
your
we go
father's
home now.
personal effects.
I really don't remember much after they asked me to identify the body. An officer drove me home, and I haven't gone back.
Well, they won't release the personal effects to me, and I'm hoping I'll be able to go through them so I can see if there's any kind of lead.
When we're done, I'll go pick them up and meet you back here.
It's really kind of funny seeing him so straight-laced.
Yeah.
She wasn't very friendly or helpful. I think she already made up her mind about my father's death.
I need to prove it wasn't suicide, otherwise I don't get my inheritance.
All I want to do is find out the truth about my father's death.
Yeah. What do you think about me?
I found a scrap of paper here with the address to your office written on it, no name. If my father didn't contact you, he must have gone to see someone else who works in your building. Before I came to see you, I checked the directory in the lobby, but didn't recognize any of the names.
All right.
After I finished talking to Sylvia, she gave me a spare key and said I was free to look around the house.
Oh, Sylvia was playing you like a kazoo.
Thank you,
No
Chelsea.
more like a game of trouble, as I began to realize when I started poking around Linsky's house.
Yes, thank you. Okay. I love how it says error code does not indicate an error.
Okay.
All right. I might be that it's not playing music. That could be a reason.
It's not playing music.
I wonder. Give me 1 sec.
These have music. I was about to steal Jake's bed.
That's fine. Let's see. Discussions. I can search these things. Ah. Well, that's actually in Steam too. Wow, I cannot type. checking things. Oh yeah, way too much. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna try something real quick. We're gonna save this. Oh, it's just gonna keep doing new ones. Got it. Okay. Go. Bounce out of this for a minute. See if we can get this. I think this would be the last thing that needs to work. This then. Oh, virtual MIDI synth. Oh wait, I should probably wait until it actually starts. Let's do... We'll just call it text. Solid, okay. Leave that there for the moment. Prior to sound font. Cool. Okay. Why is that taking so long? Come on. Jeez. I didn't realize that wasn't working. Oh, dear God, come on. Let's see. Fluid, R3. See if I can find this somewhere else. Come on. Really? Suppose it'd be this one. Sure. Sit around for 2 hours, wait for this thing to download. 70 megs. Wait, could I just get the SF2 file?
Willow's still in his bed. Took her blanket with her and all. Entry.
Mm-hmm.
Being a good kitty. Excuse me.
Oh, it finished. Yay, cool. Alright. start. There we go. Oh, so it should be in here. It is. We have the SF2 file. Cool. Okay. Figure mid. I don't think I need this open anymore. This can close. I will be right back and we will test this. Because maybe then it will work. BRB. She literally dragged her blanket.
Yeah, I told you she took a blanket. Is that blanket at all? Kitty? Hi.
Hey, buddy.
And I was walking around.
Okay. Round 2. We'll see. So next.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Yes. Make sure that mute is not checked. Config. Audio. Microsoft MIDI mapper. So if we load.
Hey, buddy. Oop. Alright, dude. I have a cat. Well, he technically still be a kitten. Only 6 months.
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know either. I have Ozzy.
Well, we'll see. I tried. Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Blackjack and dominoes, and 21 horizontally, vertically, and diagonal. Maybe Linsky had some code number if the dominoes were placed in a special order of 21 in all directions. I've never been a fan of dominoes.
Okay.
So,
They need to all equal 21 horizontally, vertically, and eleven. Nine. 7.
Bob.
Yep. 5. 8.
Oh, he's watching the.
3.
A light is flashing by the 4, the 9, and the 8. These 3 numbers are probably useful.
You're silly kitty.
Sure.
498.
Yep.
There's always time for a new case.
Make sure that's set. Who knows? I tried.
Is it still not playing music?
No. Ack.
I wonder if this was for Linsky's personal use. If so, he may have had a little addiction.
That's not good.
Physical kitty.
I'm taking bananas.
In your nanos.
Enter the bedroom. Okay. Yep, this is the bedroom.
Looks like a half-finished letter. It appears Carl Linsky was about to dump someone named Dolores.
Dear Dolores, I've decided that maybe it's best we don't see each other anymore. With everything that's going on in my life right now, I don't think I have the time or energy to maintain. I don't have the time or energy to finish writing a letter.
Yeah.
There are only 31 pieces on the chessboard. Seems like an odd number.
Go pause cross. Or, never mind, they're not crossed. I thought you said with the pause crossed. His legs crossed.
I wonder if Linsky's little black... Looks like Linsky bookmarked the address for Dolores Lightbody.
Okey-doke. Like we're visiting Dolores. Go!
Dolores Lightbody?
Yes, indeedy.
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking into the death of Carl Linsky.
Oh, well, do come in.
Thank you.
You are very, very welcome.
Danger! Danger, Will
This
Robinson!
is certainly exciting. A real live PI. I love detective novels, you know.
Is that right?
I guess I've always had a certain fascination with private dicks.
This is why he became such a mess. Let's see. Back on track.
I think maybe we ought to just stick to business for now.
Yes, I am still in mourning. Technically. Perhaps in a week or two.
Down to business.
Well, as I'm sure you must know, Dolores, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
What if I refuse to cooperate? Will you interrogate me under a bare bulb?
No.
Put it back in your pants! Someone is dead!
Well, I'm afraid, out of respect to the recently departed, I'm gonna have to ignore that little bit of innuendo.
Well, all right. Where to begin? Where to begin? It was about 3 months, 11 days ago on a foggy night when Carl and I first met. Naturally, it was love at first sight.
Tired. Not tired enough to bite me.
He was yawning.
Love at first sight.
Interesting. Had you and Carl been drinking heavily that night?
Actually, Carl came to have me draw up his will. That's what I do for a living.
A will, huh? And the beneficiary? Who would that be? Carl's daughter?
Sylvia. All that trollop ever wanted from Carl was his money, and now she'll get it. She was the primary beneficiary. You know, just between us, I think Sylvia may have driven Carl to his death.
See if I can.
You think Sylvia's
If I have time
capable
or
of
something,
it?
I'll see if I can get the music
Surely
to work.
you don't mean murder.
Well, that's what I've been hired to find out. Now, I've got a few more questions for you, if you don't mind.
Well, I'd do anything to help. I think you know that.
Ugh.
Alrighty.
I loved Carl desperately. We were very happy together. I can't for the life of me imagine why he did what he did. I'm afraid Carl's estate consisted of his home and his speeder and not much more. I'm afraid Carl wasn't very good with money. He stipulated in his will that everything be divided between his daughter Sylvia and the North Hill Clinic. Of course, the real money that trollop Sylvia will get will be from his life insurance policy. That was Carl's way of making amends to Sylvia. And I'm sure it's the only reason Sylvia has you investigating her father's death. Carl worked there for years. It's a very exclusive medical facility, you know. I've been in touch with the director, Arnold Sternwood. Me? Oh, I'm still in shock, as you must imagine. It'll be weeks, maybe months before I'm able to love again.
Lady, you're acting in a video game.
I don't play very well myself, but Carl did. He said that life itself is a chess match.
Burn.
Dylan.
This note is clearly a forgery. I will not dignify it with a response.
I gave her the Dear John letter.
Carl received regular packages from them. Vitamin supplements, I suppose. Carl was very health conscious. He often said he wanted to live forever. Carl loved to play games. Many a romantic evening, we'd while away the hours playing dominoes or backgammon. Carl also loved to play chess.
Old Sternwood.
He's an extremely attractive man, but also very busy. If you'd like to see him, I can try to arrange an appointment with him. I'll call you and let you know. Then you'll have to owe me a favor.
Ugh.
She even did the growl.
I can't really help you there.
Oh, hell!
Yeah. Sorry, lady, I'm bouncing.
Bye.
Carl's wife left
Felicia.
soon after Sylvia was born. Oh, Carl did the best that he could, but he never felt that he'd done a very good job raising Sylvia, and she never appreciated her father. She left home when she was very young and went into some unsavory kind of work, escorting or something like that. Carl's heart was nearly broken. They hadn't been close in years. It's too soon, Tex. Allow me to grieve first, and then we'll see what grows between us.
All right, end conversation.
So that was my introduction to Dolores Lightbody.
Oh, the way she talked about Carl, it sounds like she was living in denial.
Actually, it was Sausalito. But she did have a way of looking at things through steamed-up glasses. And she also had some valid concerns about my client, which I brought up with Sylvia later that day.
Back to Carl Linsky's house.
I need to go take some ibuprofen.
Hurting.
Here are the things from the police. There wasn't much. His wallet, a set of keys, 2 go to the house, 1 to the speeder. The other 2, I don't know what they go to. They also gave me a copy of the suicide note.
Want me to take him?
I'll check them out. I've got a few things I need to run by you.
You just want me to
I
get
went
your
out
ass
and I
for
talked with Dolores Lightbody today. Apparently you two aren't exactly soul sisters.
She is hideous. I don't know what kind of black magic she used on my father, but I can't think of any other explanation.
Dolores told me about the will. Apparently you're the beneficiary.
Why are you treating me like I'm a suspect? For your information, if I sold the house and the speeder and added it to the cash, I might be able to pay off my father's debt. I'm not going to benefit from this will.
Except, of course, the $1 million life insurance policy.
I'm not going to get a cent of that. I'm surprised you're even asking me about that. You know, life insurance policies don't pay off in cases of suicide.
And that's why you retain my services.
Well, you can think that if you want. But I don't have to stick around here and be insulted by the hired help.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'd violated PI Rule 17. Never upset a client. She was right. I was the hired help, so I went back to work. The manila envelope Sylvie had given me turned out to have some pretty useful items.
Yep. Okay.
I took a picture of that.
Sounds good.
The pain is unbearable. Blinsky really wrote this. I'd like to find out exactly what he's referring to.
Cannot go on any longer. The pain is unbearable. Forgive me, Sylvia.
Oh, a cat with his cat.
The envelope and read the note. Look inside the wallet. Open the closet, which is next to the bedroom. Climb the ladder. Up. Nope. He wants up now. Yep. Who's that? Anyways.
He found me. I was playing in the bathroom. Okay, you were just sleeping. And now we're gonna play.
Yep.
I wonder what Linsky did to this Blaine Werner person. Maybe he stole his tricycle.
I'm going to get you, Linsky. You'll pay for what you did to me, sincerely, Blaine Werner.
What's that scarf?
This could be worth looking at. Sylvia Linsky's credit report. Looks like money management isn't one of her strong points.
She owes a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of money in $1998.
Some sort of light source.
They're in my head. They're in my head. Get them out. Get them out. Get them out. They're in my head. Oh, get them out. Oh, get them out. I can't take it any longer. Get them out.
That's not good.
What the hell was that all about? Locked. Well, what do we have here? From the looks of this, Linsky had a secret special place that he didn't want anyone to know about.
Okie doke.
I still think it's funny Willow took her blanket and everything over into Jake's bed.
No kidding. Going to Carl Linsky's warehouse.
Linsky's secret workshop was out by the spaceport in an old warehouse. The key from the manila envelope fit the lock and I stepped inside.
Was anyone there?
No, and I doubt anyone had been there since Linsky. Place didn't appear to have been searched, judging by all the interesting things I found.
Whoa.
It'd be lovely if I had sound. Or music of any kind.
Yeah, really.
So I'm just
back
gonna
in this cat tree.
try this one more time. Un momento. Yeah, but how's he gonna get there?
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to call her.
I mean, if he wants to stay overnight, just stay there.
I don't know if he. That's the thing is, I don't know if he's gonna want us to. Oh man.
Are you serious?
Try one more time to get sound in the game. Ozzy, what are you doing?
Supposedly running. Try this again. Maybe it's because I didn't hit apply. If it's because I didn't hit apply, I'm gonna be mad.
We have music. It's okay, honey. It's okay.
I'm gonna dignify that with a response. So now we have a fully working game, it seems.
Yay.
Yay. At least it doesn't sound... Middle drawer. Man, next stream will be perfect.
Well, this fax raises a few questions. First, who's SF? Second, was he working for Linsky? And third, what was he doing? Sounds like he just might have been canceling some people's subscriptions to Life.
First two on the list are dead. I have a lead on number 3. We'll contact later.
Subscriptions to Life.
I like that.
Interesting.
Okay, take the facts you find inside. Read it, open the bottom drawer. Project note and read that.
I'm willing to bet this project of Linsky's figures prominently into the case. Not to mention whoever this Overlord character is.
You have been issued a specially designed computer, a passcard reader for the duration of the project. These are to be guarded carefully as they are the only means of transmitting data to the central computer. Password will be sent separately and scrambled to minimize the risk of unauthorized access. To reiterate, this project is top secret. Non-disclosure is essential, and unauthorized communication will result in immediate termination. You cancel your subscription to Life. Project milestones must be met. Failure to do so will result in immediate termination. All data is to be transmitted via passcard readers. No data is to be preserved in hard copy. Payment will be made to private accounts as discussed in the preliminary meeting. Association of any type with others involved in this project is strictly forbidden. Where are the other 7 working? Contact SF. Who is Overlord? Now we're getting into it. Accidental poisoning blamed in woman's death. Today, police coroner Bash Daggett released details concerning the death of C. Rona Morgan, 37. Miss Morgan, a former employee of Gideon Enterprises, current CEO of M&T Consulting, died 5 days ago under mysterious circumstances, which were being investigated by local police. The coroner's findings, however, seem to discount foul play. All evidence points to a tragic, though simple case of accidental poisoning. The victim appears to have ingested a small amount of an extremely toxic substance. While the question of why is unknown, I find nothing to indicate that the ingestion was forced. Police have ruled Miss Morgan's death accidental after interviewing sources close to the victim who insisted that suicide was not a possibility.
Oh.
That up. Grab those.
I need to find out who was paying Linsky's tab.
20,000 each time.
That kind of job.
Seriously, give me $20,000 a week.
Linsky didn't strike me as the sort of guy who'd use random profanity, no matter how mild. This may be a message or a code.
SOB.
Corkboard covered with dribble.
Oh, I can move with that. I don't want to do that. Close. That and take a look.
Well, this letter was written almost a year ago, and I'm guessing Linsky wasn't too happy to get it.
Dear
If
Carl
I can track
Linsky.
down this Wanda Peck, maybe she can explain the context of the letter.
This letter is to inform you that we are dropping the investigation in accordance with our agreement. The plaintiffs have decided to not press charges so long as you agree to stay out of practice indefinitely. We appreciate your cooperation in the matter, Wanda Peck. Okay. Nope.
This blanket's a pretty color.
Okay, Tex.
There we go. Sleeping pills.
Linsky must have had trouble sleeping. These prescription pills would knock out an elephant.
Jeez.
The circuit conductor kit could come in handy if I ever need to repair a circuit grid. Hey, there's a first time for everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take some band-aids.
Eel aids.
Oh. Pass card pieces.
These cut-up pieces resemble a rectangular security card, but it looks like a piece is missing. I'm assuming Linsky did that on purpose. Either Linsky lost track of time in a big way, or this was just his favorite month.
Safe. So if we do 4, 9, 8, right? Okay.
Several items are inside the safe.
Grab them all.
Well, this is a life insurance policy taken out by Carl Linsky. And the sole beneficiary is Sylvia Linsky.
Okay.
That's a pass card reader. You attach it to a computer, then use a pass card on it.
Alright, back to Dolores' house.
It sounds like you didn't find too many answers in Linsky's warehouse.
No, just more questions. As I headed home for the night, one theory after another pounded in my head. If Linsky killed himself, what was the reason? Because he was in debt? His apparent health problem, whatever that was? Something to do with Sylvia? Or if Linsky was murdered, who was behind it? Dolores, because she knew Linsky was gonna dump her? Sylvia to get the insurance money? Or was it someone else with a motive I hadn't even discovered yet?
I knew you'd be back. I just never dreamed it would be so soon.
Ugh.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Sorry.
Well, the last time I was here, you were a big help. And I do mean that literally.
I'll do anything to help.
That was a fat joke.
It was?
That you were a big help, and I mean literally.
Oh, that is kind of mean.
That was
Well,
Carl's
she's also a
way
pain.
of making amends to Sylvia. And I'm sure it's the only reason Sylvia has you investigating her father's death. Oh, I wish I could be of more help. I don't know who that is. I can't really help you there. I seem to remember Carl mentioning somebody with those initials. It was Sonny. Sonny something or other. Sonny
June?
Yes, I'm certain that was Sonny Fletcher.
Wow. Yep.
Oh, I wish I could be of more help.
All right, I think that's all of it. End conversation. Go back to the office.
Sounds like I've got a message on the vid phone.
So nice to have music.
Hi, Tex. I need to talk to you as soon as possible. Could you come over to my father's house whenever you get this message? No matter how late it is. I'll be waiting for you.
Ah, the mating call of the blonde bird of prey. Well, I guess it goes without saying you ran right over there.
If I'd known how dangerous the situation was, I would have stopped to buy a gun. Turned out Sylvia had been talking to Mr. Absolute all evening.
Oh, look who it is. Oh, look who it is. Tex Murphy, handsome PI on the case from hell. I bet you've solved this damn mystery by now, haven't you?
Oh, it'll take a few minutes.
And here I am, Sylvia Linsky, the bereaved client whose daddy took a dive into the San Francisco Bay. It sounds interesting, doesn't it?
Sounds like you've had too much to drink.
Don't tell me I've had too much to drink. I have plenty to drink about, more than you know.
That's just the Greek time.
What do you know about Greek? Huh? Is your daddy dead? Did your mama walk out on you before you could even pronounce your own name? Huh? I didn't think so. You know what it's like to be absolutely alone? That's what I am now, alone. I don't have anybody now.
Sylvia, I'm really sorry.
Don't pity me. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. Go away.
What you don't need is any more of this. What you do need is some Betty Pie.
Mr. Murphy, I'm surprised at you taking advantage of a woman who's had too much to drink.
Good night, Sylvia. I require my victims to be at least sober enough to sign a waiver. You passed that point a long time ago.
Don't you like me, Tex?
I like you. That's why I put you to bed. Now I'm gonna leave.
You're no fun. Not one bit.
Good night, Sylvia.
Good night. I like you too, Tex.
You're not gonna like anything in the room.
Except for the porcelain goddess.
You know, when we first met, it wasn't all that different from your night with Sylvia. But of course, you were the one that was sloppy drunk.
Yep.
What? You talking about the Bastille Day celebration at the Bruin Stew? I wasn't that drunk.
Oh, no, we met before Louis' party. Don't you remember? Come on, sweetie.
Oh, I do remember something, but I thought that was a dream. It's all kind of fuzzy.
Okay, buddy. Come on. Time to go
Louie.
home. No.
Louie, one more.
Hey, hey, let's get going, bud. Come on. It's morning. You've got places to go. I've got... Oh, come on, guy. Get out of here. Look at what you've done to my stand.
I can get those.
No, I don't need your
Let me
help.
help you with that because
Get your hands off me, you pervert! Yeah, I guess that wasn't a very promising start.
Now I know why I don't remember. You punched me. I mean, my jaw hurt for a week and I never did figure out why. Well, it was kind of a down period in my life.
Well, things have gotten better. Haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm dying to find out how you went from the starched-pressed young PI to a puddle of drool. Let's hear some more about your story.
Well, you're making it sound so glamorous.
What did you do after you left Sylvia?
Well, the next morning, Dolores Lightbody contacted me. She had got an appointment with Arnold Sternwood out at the North Hill Clinic. And I went out to see him.
Mr. Murphy, this won't take long, will it? I have an extremely full docket.
Good-natured bureaucracy.
Well, I suppose just this one time we can forego the background check and hobby questionnaire.
So, what can I do for you?
He looks familiar. Get right to the point.
Okay, well, that's enough small talk. Now, did you or did you not have anything to do with the murder of Carl Linsky?
It's my understanding Carl's death has been ruled a suicide. I don't know what else to tell you. Is there anything else?
He's got quite a list. Loosen him up.
Well, what's it like to be director of North Hill? Bet you got some horror stories to tell, huh?
I feel fortunate to hold this position. In light of our ranking as one of the world's finest medical facilities.
Linsky's work.
So can you tell me what Carl Linsky did around here, using words I can understand?
When he was younger, he was one of the very best neurosurgeons. Do you know what that means? For the past few years, he worked mostly in research. Now, I don't mean to be unaccommodating, Mr. Murphy, but I really do have urgent matters to attend to.
Look, sorry, can I just have a couple of minutes?
Carl worked here for 26 years. Over the past few years, his age forced him to give up surgery in favor of research. We were friends, though not extremely close. I was sorry to learn of his premature death.
Very.
What?
I don't know who that is.
Like, bureaucratic answer, like.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's head of the
I've
thing.
never heard of it.
At least these have check
Respect
marks.
works for Capricorn. While I respect her professionalism and the ideas of the organization for which she works, I don't look back on our brief association with any fondness.
Oh.
I don't know who that is. I've never heard of it.
Get there.
Warner worked for us as an intern. He was fired as a result of his unprofessional behavior. I have no idea where he is now.
Let's talk about yourself.
I assure you, Mr. Murphy, I had no part in the death of Carl Linsky.
How'd you know I was going to ask about that? Sorry. Bad joke.
I can't give you any details regarding that. I consider it an honor to work here in light of the clinic's well-deserved reputation.
What do you think about that?
Until Ms. Lightbody contacted me, I was unaware that Carl had made North Hill a beneficiary in his will. I believe she was Carl's fiancée, as well as the executor of his will. I didn't know her prior to Carl's death. I've been known to play chess on occasion, in those rare moments when I have time for leisure.
He's not gonna care about the Dear John note.
I've never heard of it. That company supplies us with many technologically advanced medications, including what you might call anti-aging drugs.
Ouch.
They're very much on the cutting edge in their field. Carl gave me no indication of being suicidal. Of course, I hadn't seen him in over 2 months.
How about Sylvia? Maybe.
That young woman is trouble. I won't burden you with details. Suffice it to say that she has a way with older men and knows how to get what she wants.
What about me?
I don't want to seem rude, but I really do have many pressing engagements. Let's stick to business, shall we?
All right. So we're done. End conversation. Let's go to Capricorn.
I dealt with Capricorn in one of my later cases, but this was the first time in the Capricorn building. I mean, the exterior was impressive, but what I saw inside was dynamite.
Some woman, I'd guess. Well, from your choice of metaphors, I don't think I'm going to like this part of the story very much.
Wanda Peck. How may I help you, Mr. Murphy?
Weren't you in the Miss Universe pageant last year?
That's what you consider a flattering
Yes.
question?
I was working undercover, investigating allegations of bra stuffing.
Well, that's good work if you can get it.
What? Oh boy.
So, will you marry me? I'm being deadly serious here.
I'm sorry, but I'm married to my work. But I'll take your offer as a compliment.
You should. You know, the way you look, it's making me woozy.
Jeez, looks are only skin deep.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
I'm sure that's quite a story, but let's save it for later. How can I help you?
I'd like you to tell me everything you know about Carl Linsky. I'm investigating his suicide.
I read about Linsky's death. I was sad about it. But why do you want to talk to me? Take a seat.
Frankly, leads in this case have been harder to find than a good Pauly Shore movie.
I get the feeling you're not convinced that Linsky's death was a suicide. If that's the case, I would be happy to help you in your investigation.
All right.
About a year ago, we were told that Mr. Linsky was conducting unethical practices on comatose and terminally ill patients at North Hill Clinic. I looked into the matter, but was unable to prove anything. Mr. Linsky voluntarily took a leave of absence, saying he had other projects to pursue, so we decided to drop the investigation.
Capricorn's primary mission is to identify, then infiltrate organizations suspected of practicing extreme discrimination. These include everything from UFO cults to hate groups to unethical research scientists.
Yeah, I'll wait. You're fine. Wait, was Capricorn that group that we just essentially worked for in the last game?
There was a Capricorn in one of the other games.
Can't remember now. Or that the Colonel was helping? I don't think that was Pandora Directive. I think that was the previous one. Under a Killing Moon. Yeah, because the Moonchild thing. Yep, that makes sense. Glad I got that working, Jesus. That was bugging me. Excuse me. What I wanted to do.
Doing something.
Gotcha.
Haven't heard of him.
Alright.
Can't help you there.
I think it was Under a Killing Moon where we end up on the Moonchild
Never
base.
heard that name before.
He's helpful.
I keep hearing the word Overlord, especially linked to the Law and Order Party. I don't know if it's a person, place, or thing, but it seems to represent a lot of power. As the director of the clinic, he was understandably eager to avoid any scandal and was very helpful throughout our investigation of Karl Linsky. Can't help you there. As you probably know, the clinic has an outstanding reputation. We were surprised when the allegations against Karl Linsky came up.
Wonder if it was that Blaine Werner guy that instituted the...
I don't have any information on that. Never heard that name before?
Or made the allegations. Not even on this. Oh, Law and Order Party, here we are. Don't want to forget that one.
We're putting a lot of our resources into investigating law and order. Their legal people make sure they don't cross the line publicly, but their ideology is pretty frightening to anyone with any intelligence or belief in human rights. I play occasionally, but I like my sports a little more physical. Can't help you there. I don't have any information on that. Never heard that name before?
What do you think of me?
I would prefer to keep our relationship strictly professional if you don't mind, but perhaps we can help each other out.
Okay. End conversation. Travel to... I believe it's Eve Clements, because I don't think I can go straight to the... Yeah, we'll go there.
Sylvia Linsky came by to pick up her father's personal effects. Must be nice having a job for a change.
And she's just the only one you know about. And unlike you, I have the luxury of choosing which clients I want to take.
Yeah, you only take the cases where the client agrees to pay you.
Yeah. You're kidding about that. You know, Lieutenant, I mean, we could sit here all day and trade friendly insults, and that might be pretty fun. But you know what I need right now?
I need the help of an intelligent, knowledgeable, not to mention gorgeous policewoman right now.
You're not as charming as you think, Murphy. What do you want?
I think so. I'm guessing so.
Unless he jumped up on the dryer.
Well, it's coming from upstairs. Pretty sure.
Oh, that's usually him running up and downstairs.
Acting an idiot.
Yeah. Finish talking to her and then we'll save and quit. Alright? Cool. Alright.
Decent spot.
After we're done with this, getting through these things.
I don't meddle in politics, but I like most of what I've heard from the Law and Order Party. It's about time government did something to clean up the streets and get rid of all the illegals.
That sounds great.
I've heard of it, but I don't have any privileged information about it. Older guy. He's a PI like you, or used to be. He has a little problem with the bottle. I haven't got any information on that. She was some sort of research scientist. Her family had us investigate her death, but we didn't find any evidence to indicate that it was anything but accidental poisoning. Never heard of it. I haven't got any information on that. I've heard of it, but I don't have any privileged information about it. Never heard of it.
Skis will, really?
I don't know the name.
If you play chess.
I don't play, if that's what you're asking.
What about Dear John notes?
I don't have a lot of time to waste, Murphy.
Well, that makes two of us.
Hi, Kiki. What you doing?
I haven't got any information on that.
You are a font of information. Thank you. Let me save. Okay. And with that, we shall exit. Yes. Okie dokie. We are there. And there we are. Okie dokie.
At the music partner.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, at least we got everything working for the most part now at this point. Anyways, we are going to end the stream for now.
Probably with some smoother sailing now that when we play it.
I was wondering about it, so. But yeah. Anyways, we are going to stop. Anyways, you all have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.
I will catch you next time. Bye.